Did you hear that? The universe is talking to you every minute of every day. Usually, we are so caught up in the ongoings around us that we don't listen, feel, or hear spirit, the universe, light, God, talking to us, nudging us, guiding us in every second of every day. It's only when we stop trying to control everything that we finally hear, feel, know the guidance that is constantly sending us signals, guiding our every step to do the next right thing. Setting the intention to hear and feel guidance is step 1. Surrendering control is step 2. And believing, knowing that everything is always working out for you is step 3. Let it go. Letting go. Let it go and let it flow. Get out of your own way. In order for us to create the divine world and the divine life that we actually came here to live, it means listening and moving in confidence, knowing that all is working out. It's just the way it's supposed to be. Every single thing is always working out for us. That's the way to a better life. And knowing what we don't want is a great step in the right direction. But don't stay there. Don't dwell on it. Just know, hey, that's not for me, and move on. Releasing what we don't want is key. There's a lot of keys here. Surrendering to the divine light is key. Knowing that there is some unseen force that has been guiding us since our first breath of air is key. That first breath of air is God. That first breath of air is you. You are here experiencing you, being you, feeling you, knowing you. But all of the chaos, all of the things that go on around us, stop us from hearing that, from connecting to that, from knowing that intuition that is guiding us, that is meant to guide us every step of the way. We're never alone, we're fully supported. We get so caught up in every mundane thing or everything that we think is life or death that we don't listen and we start to try to control everything. And that's when everything gets out of control. Let's take a deep breath together. Embracing this unseen force is going to move mountains and crumble illusions. All is illusion. No thing is real. And you do not only exist here in this space-time frequency. You are eternal. You've been doing this for eons. 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 You are powerful. You are powerful beyond measure. You are. You are light, and you know the way. So that was just like a channeling message that came through yesterday, and I wrote it down, and then today I was listening to a video by Caroline Myss, who created the archetype cards. She had a really powerful message today, and in her message she talked about God being all around us, light, photon, being all around us. She didn't say photon, but the belief that resides within me is that everything is light and creation is light and we are light. So we are creation and we came here to create. the world we desire, the world that we are actually meant to live in. We aren't here to pick up where everyone else left off and keep living this world, because clearly that's not working out so well now, is it? We are here. We are creator beings. And each and every single one of us is meant to be here. None of us are here on accident. Even if you were an accident, like me, for instance. I wasn't planned, as they say, so yes, I guess that makes me an accident. But actually, nothing in this universe is an accident. Even an accident is not an accident. Everything is divinely orchestrated. And we work so hard every day to fight against that which is actually trying to help us, to guide us, and to lead us into living our best lives. We're constantly trying to control things, trying to control other people's things. Look at everyone around you. Think of how many people you know that are so worried about everything everyone else is doing because they can't control themselves, their own life and their own situations. So they feel like maybe I can just control everyone else outside of me. But when we release and when we surrender and we allow, then we are on the right path. We are letting go and letting it flow. That is the whole point of our existence. And no one ever taught us that. No one ever taught us that we are light, that we are creation, that we came here to create. When people talk about people being light seers and star seeds and star beings, that's all of us. We are all that. It's not some specific group and it's only them and it's not you. It's you, it's us, it's all of us. We are all of that. We are all here to create. We are all here to do better. We are all here to be authentic. So something else I wrote after that message, I think, is part of things that I had thought. So what I was trying to say about the Caroline Myss, I wish I would have looked up how to say her name, but I think it's Caroline Myss, M-Y-S-S. In her message today, she talked about every breath, is God, is light, is our existence, it's creation. When for any minute in this lifetime you feel like you're not being supported or you feel alone, that's just not true. We're never alone because we are all God. We are all part of God. We are all part of light. We are all part of creation. So we are that light. We are that creation. We are that which we came here to be. And we are the ones we have been waiting for. There is no one coming to save us. That is cultivated within us, saving ourselves, us creating a better world, a better illusion, a better reality. That is why we're here. We're not here to follow some old, outdated system that is not serving anyone's highest good. We came here to be the highest good, to create the highest good, to surrender to ourselves, to allow our authenticity to shine through us and to be the light that shines within us so that we can create a better world. So don't for 1 minute think, I'm not a starseed, so this isn't for me, this isn't my message, because you are. We all are. We are all connected. We are all together. We just happen to be here on Earth in this material world right now in these bodies, which separates us and makes us think that we're all on our own little individual journey. But in order for us to actually create the world that we came here to create, we have to live in our true, authentic light and shine that light that we each individually have. So it's our own specific frequency and energy that we bring to this world, and then in everyone's authenticity we are creating a better, brand new world for the highest good of all involved. The divine light that shines within is now ready to begin again. Stop stopping, stop controlling. Man makes plans, God laughs. The road to hell is paved with the best of intentions, meaning we try to control the outcome of situations instead of releasing that rocket of desire that we have and then surrendering to the universe. And when we do that, we end up disappointed because the universe is trying to give us so much fucking grander than what we than what our little peanut minds can like even comprehend. So we're just like sitting here thinking, well, I just want this one thing, you know, and instead of releasing that desire into the universe, then we sit there and we're like, oh, but how's it going to happen? And when's it going to happen? And I have to do something. I have to control it. It's a seed. You plant it and you don't go out there every day and you dig it up and go, why isn't it growing? That's what we do with our desires. We send them out there and then we think, oh, well, it's not happening fast enough because we don't have any patience because we're so used to instant gratification. That's all we do every day is just be like, oh, what's next? What's next? Come on, give it to me, baby. So this is me sort of channeling and sort of reading what I'm thinking. It's all coming through right now. So thank you for being here with me right now. It is me, Laura Lely. Welcome back to my channel. I am grateful that you are here, and I hope that you find something in this message that strikes a chord within you, because you have everything you need within, and we all do. We just didn't get taught that it's there, for one. We didn't get taught how to access it, that we just need to sit in silence, to quiet our minds, to release thoughts. And I know when you try to do that, sometimes they call that meditation, right? When you silence your mind and just allow yourself to be. Because 8 million thoughts come through your head and then you start telling yourself all these stories. And the next thing you know, you're like, yep, I meditated. I solved all the world's problems and I created about 700 million more of them also. Because in order for us to truly release thoughts and surrender those thoughts, we can't hang on to them and start talking to ourselves while we're trying to meditate. That's just not how it works. You sit there in your quietness and you have that thought come through and you just see it like a cloud and let it dissipate. Don't hang on to it. Don't start thinking about it. Don't let it start building a story in your mind. Just say, I release all thoughts. And just allow that to like be your practice until you start finding yourself just releasing thoughts. Counting 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you have to have something to keep your mind occupied, which we all do, we know our minds occupy us all the time and they control us all the time. And so we are actually meant to be living such grand lives. It's unexplainable, indescribable, because we haven't done it yet, because we're all too busy getting in our own way instead of surrendering, instead of allowing, and instead of actually believing that there is something greater than us, guiding us every step of the way. It's such a fine dance with knowing what you want and then releasing that desire and then not worrying about it. So like I was going back to the seed example before, when you plant a seed into the ground, you don't go back every day and dig it back up and go, why haven't you grown yet? And that's what we all do every day with desires. And so that's why when you say, well, I've been trying to do the law of attraction and I've been trying to manifest what I want, you have to have faith. Let your faith be bigger than your fear. And we haven't been taught how to do that. And we also get caught up in this fear paradigm so much that even when these things, these desires that we've planted start trying to come into fruition, we're so worried about what it's supposed to look like when it does come in that we're not allowing, and we're not in a mode of receiving. We're in a mode of resistance. So if you work with the law of attraction, or if you've heard of Abraham Hicks, Esther Hicks, she's a great one to look into. Just listen to some of her talks and it will start to maybe click and make more sense what I'm saying now. This was just a message that when I heard that video today from Caroline, I knew I was meant to share this. I knew I was meant that when I channeled that, you know, every breath is God, is creation, is light, that nothing is an accident, that everything is always happening for us. Like that came through, and then she said that in that video, and there's so much more to it. I will link it below so that you can watch that and it will make a little more sense. I know this video may seem like it's all over the place. However, If you just watch this video and set the intention to know that what you desire desires you, what you want wants you, there's going to be something inside of you that goes, oh yeah, I know how to do this. I remember now. I remember why I'm here. I remember this is no accident. Do you understand? There are no accidents. You being on the planet at this moment in time, in this material world that we all exist together in, is no accident. No one is here by accident. And sometimes our lives go so out of the way we ever thought possible, right? Or things just happen that just seem so not fair. We hang on to that for so long that we don't see the good things that are coming in for us and to us. There's so much I want to say, and I feel, and I know that you can feel it too, and I just feel like the unfolding is the beauty of the journey. It's not getting that which we desire, but it's the unfolding that gets us to that point that is actually why we're here. We're here to grow, we're here to learn, we're here to surrender, and we're here to be our true authentic selves above everything else, because that authenticity is what is going to bring you those sparks of desire that you came here to create. We are all specific beings of light. We're all fractals of one for one. So we're all connected. So stop being a dick to one another, because what you do to someone else, you're doing to yourself eventually. And I know it's super hard to believe that, because I'm here and you're there, and how can we be the same, and how can we be coming from the same, and how can we have such different circumstances, right? Hopefully I can help explain that and help that to unfold in the next videos that I continue to bring out. I might pull a few cards. I know that's what I normally do, but I'm not quite sure what the actual process is yet for how I'm supposed to bring it through. I just know that we are all light, and we don't have to keep trying to suck the life out of other people because we see their light and we think, I want that, I want to be that. You are that. You already have that in you. Stop trying to take everyone else's light. Not trying to be a dick, but yeah, I'm sounding like one. I'm really not tactful in that, like yet, maybe ever, I don't know. I just know that to be your true, authentic self in a world that is constantly, daily and nightly, let us start that again. To be nobody but yourself in a world that's doing its best to make you just like everyone else is the hardest fight you'll ever, the hardest battle you'll ever fight. Never stop fighting. Never stop being your true authentic self is the point. This is a quote by E.E. Cummings. Maybe I'll make some of my real old videos public again eventually, if this picks up traction and people actually go, oh yeah, maybe she knows what she's talking about. Maybe I'll put those out there again. But I took them down because I don't think people get me, and that's okay. I'm not here to be gotten. I'm just here to help. And we all are. We're all here to help ourselves and help one another the best way we can for the highest good of ourselves and the highest good of all involved. And trust me, when you are your true authentic self, you open the door for others to be their true authentic self. And when we do that, that divine light that shines in all of us, boom, we're like setting off wildfire. My arms are all dirty from work. I haven't showered. Oh, I've got bruises. What? Anyways. Thank you for listening to this. Thank you for being here. As I always say, I might post this, but actually this one I have to post. I have to post this. It's really important for us right here in this time. This space-time frequency of our existence in this material world. Just remember, this material world isn't it. It isn't everything. It's an illusion according to the Buddhist way or the Maya. You know, this is a Maya. I'm just getting a little off track here. We each hold a key. We each hold a puzzle piece. And when we allow ourselves to be our true self instead of being who we think everyone wants us to be, that's when we truly tap into that divine light and that gift. And that's when miracles, or what seem like miracles, begin to happen, because it's otherworldly, because it's something you haven't seen before, because we're so busy trying to fit in and be who everyone wants us to be or expects us to be, instead of being who we feel authentically in our soul and our heart, what guides us, that thing that drives us. Instead of following that, we shut it down on the daily and we do what everyone else wants us to. And how happy are you? Just asking, just out of curiosity, how happy are you? Are you happy because you made other people happy? Because you know you're not helping yourself that way. And it's not selfish to focus on yourself and say, hey, who am I? What am I? And what do I have to bring to this world? You know, life's a potluck. What dish are you bringing to pass? Your dish is your spark. It's your light. It's who you are. It's what you bring to the table. What else do we got here? Release the rocket of desire. The universe wants to bring us way bigger things than we think we deserve even. You know, we have these ideas and then we put a little box around them and we're like, well, that's all I want. And if it doesn't happen like this and it doesn't happen in this amount of time, then we think it's never going to happen. And then we shut down all of those desires. And then we just think the world's against us and nothing's working out, you know, and we're like, oh, poor me. Well, son of a bitch, the world hates me. Not true, not true, not true, not true. You are a divine spark, each and every single one of us. Not just some people are starseeds, not just some people are light workers. There are people that are not working for the light in this moment in time. So then we would look at them and say that they may be evil or they may be selfish. And they're selfish in the wrong way because they're not surrendering to the true spark of light that they truly are. You know, and then they're doing shitty things. Let's just put it out that way. They're doing shitty things. So just know that what you want is actually at your fingertips. It's just a matter of, we're doing this together. I've been waiting like, oh, until I have some big giant manifestation, you know, to be like, well, this is how you do it. And this is blah, blah, blah. I just think we're meant to do this together and work together. Each and every one of us has to start being more authentic in order for this to work. So we have to actually shine our own light, and we have to realize that no one is doing this for us and no one is against us and the world isn't against us and no one's here to harm you. We do have really not cool things that happen to us in this lifetime, and we've all gone through some, you know, pretty traumatic experiences. And it's not usually the actual experience itself that causes the most hurt within us, but it's the feelings that people make us feel when we tell them that it happened. And it doesn't feel like they hear us or feel us, or they think, well, get over it, you big baby. And it's like, that's what breaks us. That's where the trauma comes in. And that was also in the video from Caroline earlier, just saying that it's not these big traumatic events that cause the sadness and this hurt. It's the way people make us feel about them. And so I guess the other thing is, it's really important for us to just be a little kinder and a little more gentle, not only to ourselves, but to one another, because what we do to ourselves or what we do to one another, it's all like, kind of like we're little mirrors and we're doing it to ourselves and we're doing it to each other and we're reflections. And I don't quite understand it all. I just know that we each hold a very special and specific light. And by being your true authentic self, you're going to bring that to the world. And we're going to change the world just by being ourselves. How doesn't that seem like too simple when you think about it? But think about this. How long have we been being somebody else and wearing all these different hats for each person in each circumstance, in our jobs, our family, you know, our friends, our relationships, where we just like put on this hat and be this person at that moment in time, and we're never really shining our light then, are we? We're just shutting it down, and then we lose our life force, and then we try to find other people to fill us back up, when really we cultivate that from within. And that is so important, and that was what Jesus was talking about by saying the kingdom of heaven is within. Well, you go within that space in your time of silence, and you you connect to that light in which you are. So when you meditate, you can set that intention to just connect to the light that you are and to allow that light to shine. Because it's not easy. No one ever said this was going to be easy, but it will be worth it. I promise you. You are the most powerful person, and you don't remember that. You can't remember that because we get amnesia when we come into this, and we're like playing a game with ourselves, and we're playing a game with everyone, and we think it's all so hard and tough, and we can't take it so serious. Why so serious? We just have to have a little more fun. And I know it's hard to do that at times when we're really having a tough time. But just know there is fun to be had, and there is guidance for you if you listen, if you can quiet yourself long enough, and even set the intention to just start 5 minutes a day, bump it up to 10, and hopefully get to 30 at some point, and just give yourself, wake up a little early or go to bed a little early, and just quiet your mind and allow the true you to shine through. That is the message here. Be yourself, no matter what anybody effing says. F that ish. Who cares what anyone else tells you? Also, an important message that it was on a tarot card, and I don't remember. Oh yeah, it was La Vita Bella. I can't think of how it is, but the card says, and this is super important. So if you take anything from this video, take this. Please, always be your true authentic self, but then take this message, okay? Also, I love you, and I'm grateful you're here, and know that you are loved. And if you ever feel not loved, look at the sun, look at the world, look at a flower, look at that. That is love. You are love, you are creation, you came from creation, we all come from the same creation. Okay. So, be authentic, and then this. Never allow yourself to be taken for granted. It's better to remove yourself from the situation than to be treated less than you deserve. You are precious and you are worthy. And sometimes people think they are doing something that is helping us. In their mind, it's the right thing to do, and they're not hurting us because they're keeping some truth from us, or they're not being fully honest. And ultimately, I believe that's called gaslighting or breadcrumbing, and it doesn't get people anywhere. So just know your worth. Know your worth, and you can never be sold short, right? And to know your true worth is to know your true self. And to know your true self is to go into those quiet times. And then when you see some darkness in there you don't like, you work through it. And you say, hey, thanks for showing me that. I know that's something I need to work on. Your power is royal. Your vision is pure. Your cause is noble. And your power is pure. But either way, I don't know, be the ball. This video got pretty long. I was going to pull a tarot card, but I really feel like, fine, we'll do one. Soul's Journey. We'll see what comes out. Courage and gratitude on the split. I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. Courage. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. I feel like that's a message right there, because it does take courage to be your true authentic self, especially when we're so busy trying to please everyone else that we don't even know who the fuck we are anymore. Who the fuck are you? I don't fucking know. I'm this guy. I'm this person for that person. I'm this person for that person. I'm this person for that guy. I'm different from my parents. I don't know. Who the fuck am I? Nobody knows who the fuck they are anymore. I'm going to throw some F-bombs in there, apparently. And if I got bumped for that, I would say, go watch Tyler's tarot. Okay? And then try to give me a strike, YouTube. Okay? Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Patience. I accept everything. I accept that everything happens in divine order. How true is that? And growth. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. All great intentions to set. Peace. I am a being of love, and I release all negative energy. Remember, you are powerful. You are here for a reason. There is a race to be on planet Earth. People are literally, souls are literally fighting to be here. And the ones that are here don't want to be here. And so it's so hard for us to comprehend that it's a race to get to Earth. And we think, we don't belong here. We don't want to be here. We don't want to do this anymore. And that's your light in there being completely shut out. And that's why you feel that way, because you don't feel connected to anything here or anyone here, because you're so closed off from who you truly are and what you truly are and why you actually exist. Let's just do one chosen one's card real quick and see if there's any other messages that want to come out. Thank you so much again for stopping by and checking out this video. I hope it helps. I hope it finds you, whoever's meant to see this, which everyone in the world is meant to see this video, so that you can understand that you're not an accident, no matter what your parents told you. No one's an accident. We are literally here to do work. Okay, so quit saying you're not a light worker and you're not a part of that, because you are. We all are. Psychic powers, clairvoyant. Also, that is something that's really big coming into the earth right now. Your name holds power. Who you are holds power. What you came here to do is so important. Every single one of you. No one's excluded from this. Not one person. Not even the worst person on the planet. They also have light within them. It just got really shut out. And they're working for something that isn't light. And that's not true, and that's not authentic, and it's not helping anyone. So let the moral of the story be, whether you're a black sheep or you're the bomb.com in your mind, just know you are exactly where you're meant to be. Nothing is an accident. Everything is always working out for you. And when you surrender to the higher picture of all of this and allow the light that is what some call God, source energy, that's who you truly came here to connect to and to find your true self again, so that we can shift into higher dimensions in this lifetime. Thank you for watching this video. What do I usually say? Wake up and dream big. Be the ball. And be your true authentic self, no matter what. Love you, mean it. Bye.